What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Tony. Man, I'm back again. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button for me, man. Hit that comment. Help me out. Y'all know I'm in I've been in the dirt lately. So y'all help me out. But anyway, listen. I do a lot of videos about telling youngsters, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. Or you're going to end up where I ended up for almost 40 years of my life. This video here is to talk about some of the stuff that you might want to try to avoid before it get that bad. You know what I'm saying? It basically, don't do this, don't do that. But I'm finna key in on one thing real quick. I'm in jail with a lot of dudes, man, that was in there for domestic violence. Domestic violence, man, you know, in the last 20, 25 years, I'm going to say in the last 20, 25 years, you know, America has gotten real down on domestic violence, about a man putting his hand on a woman. But now it done got to the point, it done got so bad, man, that they got to shine a light on the women putting hands on a man now. You know what I'm saying? It's like an equal opportunist thing. But now I'm just keying in on how crazy in this day and age women have gotten. The women up to date, these young girls up to date, they so entitled, they think that it's okay for them to go upside a man's head and it's cool. And not only do they think it's all right for them to be able to just go upside a man's head and it's cool, they think that they can whoop a man. Man, I'm talking about, and not just in LA, I'm talking about in every state. Man, these young girls, man, I want the one. Man, what is in the water? What's in the water? That's what I want to know. What's in the water? Because a lot of times, you know, you look at a lot of, I see a lot of stuff on YouTube where the police got to come, them dash cam shows and them police shows about, you know, where they film it on their body. Man, these girls crazy, man. They don't care nothing about nothing. Soon as they go from 0 to 100 in 2-3 seconds. And it ain't no calming them down after that. And they'll say anything out their mouth, anything. And one of the reasons I can speak on it was, boy, look here. I give you a story real quick. Like a female I was dealing with before I married my wife. Out here in Alabama. Now, these women crazy everywhere, but now in Alabama, man, women will say anything out their mouth. And these women out here in Alabama, they crazy as a Bessie bug, man. I'm talking about for real. Do anything, say anything, and a lot of them more dangerous than the dudes. With me doing so much time in prison, I'm an alpha male. I was an alpha male in prison. So of course I'm gonna be an alpha male on the street. So now with me saying that, when I was in the pen, couldn't no dude just open his mouth to me any type way, say anything he wanted to say, how he wanted to say it. Anytime I got into a verbal confrontation with somebody, far as I'm concerned, now I'm giving from my point of view, they was walking on eggshells. Cause at any given time, once I felt it was some disrespect involved, and they're off. It was gonna be what it was gonna be. So now, when you sit behind bars for almost 40 years, you become a certain type way. I'm not used to arguing with no female because I didn't argue with men. I'm not finna stand up and do no long, drawn out arguing with no another man. Bump that. If it's time to go, it's time to go. We gonna get it, we finna get it. So I don't have the skills to argue with no woman. As far as me, and as far as I'm concerned, a grown man, I'm not finna be out in the streets arguing with no woman, man. Point blank. But now it makes it hard. It makes it harder when you run across a woman who, yeah. But now you ain't the type of dude that's gonna just up and put your hands on a woman. See, I'm not finna just up and put my hands on no woman, y'all. So now here it is. When I ran across this one woman, whoop, whoop, whoop at the mouth, it was hard. And I didn't really know how to deal with that. I didn't. I didn't. Because like I say, I'm not used to nobody talking to me any type way. So now here it is. Got out the pen this time. Like I say, before I married my wife, I was messing with a little female out here in Birmingham, Alabama. Now, I done told y'all a little certain stuff about her before in the past about how dirty she was, you know what I'm saying? When very first time I ever went to her house, I should have took off running for the hills then. You know what I'm saying? And I was a lot older than her. You know what I'm saying? She was in her 30s and I was in my late 50s. Well, mid 50s. So now here it is. I'm not taking into account that her mentality is not on the same level of mine. Then here it is, one of these little young ghetto ratchet girls, 3, 4 kids. She got a daughter that's a teenager, what numbered like 14 or 15, was bigger than her. And all they did was call each other bitchs and fuss and fight, hit each other upside the head with stuff. Boom. Had another little daughter that was like 12. She was a ratchet queen in training. She waiting to come up in the ranks so she could take up the mantle of queen ratchetness too. Whew. But hey, man, here it is. I'm just getting out. I'm just doing 23 years straight, so I'm getting out. Of course, I'm gonna mess with females. So boom. Oh man, there was not one lick of peace. After about the first 2 months, there was not a lick of peace. My stupid behind had the nerve to move this woman and her kids into my house. Biggest mistake I ever made in my life. Man, this woman was low key on drugs. I didn't know it. I had to hear it from other people. Everywhere we went, it was an argument in public. And I'm like, I'm frustrated because I'm not finna sit here and rah back and forth. But now these women nowadays, they say anything out their mouth. They have no filter whatsoever. Period. Rah. Gonna call you everything but a child of God. Man, one day, man, this woman, this woman pulled up to the tilt. No, we pulled up to the house. And we had been arguing from wherever we was coming from all the way back to the house. Get out the car. She's snapping. Rah. I'm like, man, shut up, man. I don't want to hear that mess. Man, go on in the house. Shut up. She gonna turn around and push me. I stumbled back into the car. I look. So when she pushed me, her daughter standing on the porch. First thing her daughter, how do you better not hit my mama? I'm like, what? I'm like, little old stupid little girl, your mama just hit me. You better not hit my mama. I'm like, shh. We get past that. It's arguing in the house. You know what I'm saying? These young girls up to date are nasty as I don't know what. They don't want to clean up nothing. They want to sit in the nasty house, eat soups, TV dinners, DoorDash, leave the bags laying around, funky and nasty. They don't care about nothing but some eyelashes, some fake nails, some fake stuff on their toes, All these stupid, ugly wigs they throwing upside their head with this fake edges, baby hair, whatever they want to call it. That's all they care about. Smoking blunts long as a pool stick, hanging out, running the streets, twerking in the club all night. That's all these young girls of today. That's all they think about. And it ain't even just the young ones, it's the old ones too. Man, listen. Me and this girl arguing in the backyard one day. I'm telling her, man, get on, man, get on, get on, get on. She's saying everything. Whoa, 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 whoa. I have never in my life until that day had a woman tell me, you can suck my whoop, whoop, wham. You know her cucumber like she got a DICK. You can suck my whoop, whoop. I was shocked, man. I was stuck in my what? Man, I don't even remember no dude ever telling me that. You might be arguing with a dude from a distance or whatever. Yeah, just talking crazy, saying anything. Dudes will say some crazy stuff out their mouth like that quick. But now, she was saying it as she was getting it, as she was in the car. She was pulling out. You had to leave out my backyard. You go in the alley. You can come all the way around. You can come all the way around and come down the front street and go on where you're going. In the area I was staying, at the house I was staying in at that time. She said that mess, man, I'm talking about my whole body froze. I had never been talked to by no woman. What? When I finally snapped back, I'm like, oh, no, you done lost your mind. Woman, man, what? Man, she peel out. Before she peeled out, she get to saying all type of other. Look, one thing in Alabama, these women gonna call you a FN, FNIGGA off the rip. You ain't nothing but a FN. Now you got to look, man. Dude coming from my background, coming from where I'm from, and then coming from my background, I ain't never, ever, ever, ever allowed no woman to talk like that. Period. Ain't never allowed no dude to talk like that without me trying to take his front two out. Man, look, I got dizzy. I got vertigo. When I finally snapped back, she's sitting in the car with her nappy head hanging out the window. Yappa, 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 yappa. Man, I went to looking around. I seen a steel pole, bumper jack, and it was a steel pole. Might have been about 2 feet, 3 feet long. Man, I reached down and got it. When I come up with it, she skirted down the alley. She going. I ran to where she did, and I thought about it. No, I can't catch this car, but I know she got to come around. She ain't no other way. Ain't no other way. Man, I busted, turned around, and shot through my backyard, shot through that fence, and I'm coming down the side of the house, and the car just now coming. Man, look here. Man, I took that steel pipe and I hunted. As I got to the front yard, I'm cutting across the grass. Man, I'm finna beat this car to death with this pipe. She dropped. I had to sling it. Bow. Couldn't hit the window, but it hit the back. It hit the back of the trunk or something. Bow. She got on. I wasn't through with it, y'all. No, I wasn't through with it. I wasn't through with it. Man, I ran. I jumped in my car. Boom. Man, I gave chase. This how mad I was. I gave chase. I had only ever even came close to something like this one time in my life when I was messing with old girl from A-Tray Gangster years and years ago. I told y'all that story. But anyway, when I gave chase, as I was giving chase, now this heifer could drive, y'all. She could drive. Yeah, she could drive. But I thought about it. I said, man, you know what? I had to stop. But now this is the thing. I just turned around and came back. But now this the thing that blows me away. Women nowadays, they trying to play the man role. And I'm tripping because in today's society, men so weak, men so mamby-pamby, they want their fingernails done. They want their toes done. They want their stomach showing. They want to cut all the hair out their head and have some edges and men so emotional nowadays. What the heck is that about? It's like while I was going to prison, roles reversed. Men acting like women and women acting like men. I'm like, what? Man, I knew I was going to get myself in trouble. I knew I was going to get myself in trouble. I had to get away from this girl. But in this day and age, women think they can tell you when y'all going to break up. You can tell a woman, hey man, it's over with. Now you ain't over with till I say it's over. And women of today will try to make you be with them. They'll try to make a man and then they'll talk crazy. Man, you ain't going nowhere. Woo, woo, woo. Want to come tear your house up, come tear your car up, tear whatever they can tear up. Lie on you, try to call the police, get you locked up. Anything they can do to try to mess you over. That's what these women of today do, man. Young and old. What the heck is going on? I told this crazy woman, man, it's over with. She gonna tell me it ain't over till she say it's over. We on the phone. Going back and forth. I'm telling her to come back over here no more. Man, she coming over, not beating on the door 2, 3 in the morning. Sleeping in the car in front of the house. Talk about I ain't got a choice in the matter. I gotta be with her. Man, I ain't got to be with nothing. What? It's over with. No, it ain't. And I be seeing, man, these women, these little young girls and older girls too, everywhere they doing that. Then a swing. They first thing they do, they want to hit you. They want to hit you. Now listen, man, I have never ever been an advocate of a man putting his hands on a woman. That's always been my outlook my whole life. Since I've been out of prison this time and some of the stuff I see, I don't condone it, but now I see why some of these dudes go upside these women's head. I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. It ain't my thing. But now what I will say is, don't put your hands on me. You know what I'm saying? Woman or man, do not put your hands on me. I told you, I ain't mastered that turn the other cheek yet. Don't put your hands on me. But, have I had women hit me in the past? Yeah, all the time. Women used to beat me up because I was not going, physically react. But now, but these women are today, hey man, don't put your hands on me. That's all I can say. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what it is, in the last 30 years, that's when the ratio of men to women started changing. That's when all women felt they got so independent they don't need a man. They don't want to hear nothing what a man talking about. The women of today have lost respect. In our society, they have lost respect for men. They think a man is something that's supposed to take care of them, give them something, and kiss they behind while they just walk on him. That's what they think nowadays, y'all. And because so many men have got incarcerated, locked up, and locked away, and these women out here call themselves doing for themselves, they own this I don't need a man kick. They do not have respect for men in today's society, especially in the black areas. They don't, man. I thank God for my wife. My wife, I thank God for her. I thank God for her. Because she's not like that. She's a woman. She know how to act. Do we have ups and downs? Sure, of course. All relationships do. But she don't do that. And I'm so glad. I am so glad that she is not like that. Because that means I get to stay within my body. But man, what is going on? So man, I'm trying to tell some of you young brothers out there, man, be careful who you get with. Be careful who you get with, because a lot of y'all don't even take time no more to peep is if this girl is crazy. Because a lot of these little young girls crazy as I don't know what. They need some help. They need some medicine. They need some milk. you know. So now here it is, y'all laying up with them, doing all this and that. And then when it go bad and they get you locked up, lie on you, that domestic violence charge, the domestic violence charge like catching a robbery case. It's hard, boy. They hard on you in that court. I'm letting you, and if you have not been to court for it, young brothers, listen, when they get you in that courtroom for domestic violence, boy, you're going to see a bad day. They already leaning in the woman's favor now. You know, it's getting a little better, but they still leaning in the woman's favor. You ain't talking about spit in that courtroom. She gonna weaponize them tears. She gonna lie on you. He hit me, he did this and that. And the whole time, she was doing all the punching. They gonna believe her, man. They gonna believe her, y'all. So, what I suggest, if you get with these young girls, man, and get with these women, period, the first sign of craziness, you might want to start looking out the front door. Yeah, you might want to start looking out the front door. The first sign of craziness, man, I'm telling you. And then when she blow on you, it ain't going to get no better, man. It's not. I'm telling you now. It's only going to get worse. Leave her alone. Get away from her. Get away from her. And I promise you, man, you young brothers out there, man, having these kids with these girls, man, you better get a DNA test. Because they ratchet and they lying like a big dog. They putting babies on you left and right that are not yours. Get a DNA test, man. I would suggest you sneak and get it. Yeah. Because if you try to get it and she know about it, she gonna block it. She gonna go crazy. She gonna go 5150 on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just be cool. Be smooth about it. You know, one of them days when you got the baby and it's just you, man, go get you a DNA test. Don't tell her. Don't say nothing to her. Get you a DNA test, man. Because you'll mess around, be raising somebody else's kid. You'll mess around, be raising somebody else's kids. Put an S on that. Not singular, plural. Be careful, man. This is a message to my young brothers, man. Y'all be careful. Because once that jailhouse gets you for that domestic violence, it get hard. And if she hook you up the wrong way, when you go in that jailhouse, that's a whole nother ball of wax. That's a whole nother ball of wax, man. Believe you me. I put work in on a dude one time in prison because the lady lied on him. But it was too late, man. The paperwork is what the paperwork is. So anyway, man, y'all be careful, y'all. Y'all be careful. Tell the people you love them. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Always pray about things. Keep your head up, man. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.